Hi guys, welcome back to another awesome episode of Two Wacky Pundits, summer edition now. Dr. D and Dr. A.
Howdy.
So we're all starting to strip now in front of the camera, at least I am, because it's bloody hot as hell.
I don't know, it's a fucking heat wave here in Malta.
Indeed it is.
It's been the hottest
Crazy.
it's been in 100 years, according to the newspapers.
No, it can't be in 100 years, come on.
That's what my wife told me a while ago.
No, other places it's hotter. I mean, have you been to Abu Dhabi?
No, in Malta.
Have you been to Abu Dhabi?
In Malta. It's been in the Maltese environment.
In Abu Dhabi, it gets so hot that they don't even register the actual temperatures. If it's 50, they say it's 40, so that people don't freak out. Is that crazy? So, anyway, that's where we are. So we deal with it. So what do we have today?
Today we have a book. I don't have the actual book for you, so I will have to read it out to you.
Mm-hmm.
Bad Days in History by Michael Farquhar. Farquhar.
Mm-hmm.
Basically, this is a book about bad things that have happened to people on every day of the year. So it's a very entertaining.
So every single day a bad day for someone, you mean, in this book?
Every single day a bad day for someone.
So 365 pages, we're talking?
Basically speaking.
Okay.
Because some events take more than one page. Some events take less.
But mundane events or like historical?
No, historical hardcore events that usually end up in either in tragedy or death or amputation or whatever.
It sounds like a fun book to read.
It's
not.
Schadenfreude.
Okay, let's roll this.
Well, my notebook. I will read some for you. I won't. I hope it doesn't get boring.
Well, I'll read one decent one.
Ronald Wayne considered himself a lucky man.
I'm gonna stop you. What date? 5th of January?
5th of January, yes.
Okay, alright.
Ronald Wayne considered himself a lucky man when Apple Computers was incorporated on January 3rd, 1977. Not because of the potential windfall, but because he had extricated himself months earlier from what he considered a potentially risky partnership with Steve Jobs and Steve Wozniak. As the company's co-founder, as well as the most mature and experienced of the three, Wayne had been given a 10% stake to essentially serve as Apple's parent, charged with keeping the two other eccentric geniuses under control. But that, as Wayne later recounted, was like having a tiger by the tail. Mm-hmm. Two of them actually, and as the only partner with any assets that could be seized, Wayne decided that the risk was too hazardous. So he was grateful to be set free and with a check for $800 to boot. So he sold
I'm laughing, but it's so tragic. Yeah.
He sold his stake in Apple for €800.
Jesus fuck.
That amount more than doubled when, to avoid any potential legal issues, the new company formally bought out the old. The co-founder thought he was flush with cash, and though his relinquished slice of the apple pie eventually became worth in excess of $30 billion, Wayne always insisted he wasn't bitter. Yeah, right.
Shit
bullshit.
that.
Yeah, right. As he told the UK's Daily Mail in 2013, if I had stayed with Apple and accepted the limitations on my philosophy of life, I could have ended up the richest man in the cemetery. Indeed, Wayne remained alive and well, selling stamps and coins out of his mobile home in Nevada and collecting Social Security.
Oh, proud guy, at least, that he's saying he wasn't bitter in public.
It's a tragedy. It's a bad story. It's a
bad business decision.
Bad business decision.
Did I tell you that I actually met Steve Wozniak? Me.
You met him?
I did meet him in person. Yes, believe it or not.
Oh my god.
He came here for a gaming. He gave a plenary talk at a gaming company over here, and I was invited. And I actually gave him a couple of questions. And one of the questions I asked him was like, because they were always doing pranks to each other over there in Apple. Fun. That's for fun. Especially Wozniak. And you told him like, did you ever prank Steve Jobs after you got incorporated in the company and everything? And he actually told me that once this happened, so 3rd of January 1977, Jobs changed his personality fucking overnight, totally.
He became more mature?
No, he became like hardcore focused only on the company, on the marketing and growing the company. Super serious. Withdrew himself from everyone, including Steve Wozniak, and Wozniak was just focusing on the technical stuff.
All right.
So they kind of like they were both co-founders and everything, but on a personal level, they kind of started
separating, drifting apart.
Yeah, I was like, wow, But this guy, what's the name of the guy again?
And let's see,
Ronald
Wayne. Nobody knows his name.
Never heard of no.
Just like the fifth Beatle.
Because they never put, exactly. They never, even in the biographies of Steve.
Never.
Of both of them, that name never popped up. I know about, what was the other guy? The guy that went with Steve Jobs to India. Daniel Kofke. Yeah, Daniel Kofke. He was an engineer as well. And one of the founding employees, so to speak. But Steve Jobs decided never to give him a single penny in shares.
This reminds me of Tesla, what happened to Tesla. Edison fucked him over really, really well.
Yes, and that is why Musk then decided to name the company Tesla. Vindication, in honor of the guy. So that's, respect to Elon Musk for doing that one.
Yes.
So
he was gonna give us electricity for free, Nikola Tesla, and Edison said no. He wouldn't have it.
Capitalism.
Fucking bastards. What do you expect? Everybody's a bastard anyway. A capitalist, socialist,
one way or another.
They told me. They asked me, what's the difference between a capitalist and the socialist? One fucks the other, and the other one is the other way around.
Okay.
So
I kind of got the gist of that.
Basically the same thing.
Yeah. But this was, pretty tragic. So, we got one for January. Let's go in summer.
I don't know the date of this one, but it's pretty...
Which one is this?
I don't know the date. Because this is the notebook. This is the part of the Kindle which extracts highlighted text.
Okay, no worries. Read it.
But it's not that important, the date. The important thing is the
content.
The content.
Story. Okay.
We know that the nature of genius is to provide idiots with ideas 20 years later, the French poet and novelist Louis Aragon once wrote. He had a point.
Why 20 years later?
It's just his idea.
Okay.
It has often been that some of the most brilliant minds have gone unheralded in their own lifetimes. Van Gogh was a failed starving artist who sold only a couple of paintings before committing suicide in 1890. People liked Bach's organs playing but largely ignored his compositions. Edgar Allan Poe barely made a living writing his classic tales of the macabre. And sometimes genius has actually been scorned. This was perhaps most egregiously evident in the ridicule Robert H. Goddard endured when his pioneering ideas and practical applications for space travel became public in 1920. The New York Times was particularly harsh. In an editorial titled The Severe Strain on Credulity, published on January 13, 1920, the newspaper declared that Goddard only seemed to lack the basic scientific knowledge ladled out daily in high school. Stung by the unwarranted criticism, Goddard responded several days later. Every vision is a joke until the first man accomplishes it.
True.
Very true. He said to a reporter, once realized, it becomes commonplace. Like the umbrella. They made fun of it, but it becomes commonplace afterwards. Just 24 years after Goddard's death in 1945, men first walked on the moon, propelled there by the rocket technology originated by the much-derided physicist. The day after that historical event, the Times saw fit to publish a correction of its scathing editorial written nearly half a century earlier.
You had to take either words back.
But notice how further investigation and experimentation have confirmed findings of Isaac Newton. in the 17th century, and it is now definitely established that a rocket can function in a vacuum as well as in the atmosphere. The Times regrets the error. That's how they made it. That's how they put it, and probably in the 15th page.
Buried somewhere.
Buried somewhere in the 15th page.
Yeah.
Let's leave it at that.
Yeah, but
I don't want to bore.
With my work, with my background, I'm used to this shit. Like when you come up with new ideas that are relatively groundbreaking.
They hate you for it.
Let's not go down that road, yeah?
They really...
Because it's a public channel.
Yeah.
Yeah. So, but it's part and parcel of the game.
This is a very
If you're not willing
book,
to take up that sort of flack, then fucking get out of the kitchen.
I recommend it, and I recommend the sequel as well, because Michael Farquhar has written a sequel to this book. More Bad Days in History, which I haven't read yet.
Okay.
Okay.
Let's read the last one. Somewhere towards the end of the year, or you don't have a date still?
Let's read the last one. I have.
Okay. A Christmas bad day.
Because there are so many.
Or Thanksgiving bad day, huh?
No. Britain's national pride took a severe beating on March 20th, 1966. Not quite as bad as its steady loss of empire, but almost. Sometimes between 11 a.m. and noon that day, thieves managed to swipe the precious Jules Rimet Trophy, the original prize awarded to winners of the World Cup, from its supposedly secure display case in London's Westminster Central Hall.
What was this, 1966?
March 20th, 1966.
Did they do that World Cup when they won it already, I assume?
I assume, yes. They had already won it.
No.
Because they
it's
had
usually
it.
in summer.
But if they had it already...
They had it prepared for the winner.
They had
March
it prepared
66.
for the winner. Okay. From its supposedly secure display case in London's Westminster Central Hall. The football world was aghast at the sheer carelessness that Britain, which was to host the World Cup later that summer, you're right, demonstrated in caring for the esteemed trophy. It would never have happened in Brazil, declared Abraim Tebel of the champion Brazilian Federation.
They're fucking dead.
Even Brazilian thieves love football and would never commit the sacrilege. Fortunately, the trophy was found a week later when a dog named Pickles happened to sniff it out while on a walk with its master.
Day, then. This is like a outlier.
Wait, there's more. With Britain's battered image fortuitously salvaged, Pickles became a national hero. But the Jules Rimet Trophy didn't fare quite as well. It was sent to Brazil, where despite Tebel's grandiose pronouncement about the sanctity of football in that country, it was stolen in 1983 and never recovered.
Okay. But on that day, technically, though, they did get it back. So
but they never recovered it, the original trophy. The original trophy is still out there somewhere, being gloated upon.
Someone's trophy room.
In someone's trophy room.
Or just sold off for some drugs.
Yes, probably. Or melted down. It's gold, right?
In theory.
Yeah.
So, okay. Well, it is like, so if you're having a bad day, you read this book and you feel a bit better, so to speak. Schadenfreude. Okay, cool.
Alright, so that's
it. So that's it for today.
We don't want to bore you.
We don't go with too many bad days. It's summer, the sun is out, although it's a bit hot. So hope you enjoyed. If you have any comments, good, bad, ugly, you know where to write. Hopefully we'll meet up soon enough again, yeah?
Yes, hopefully.
Right. Thanks for watching. See you on the next one.
May our God be with you.
Indeed. Bye.